Hello, everyone. I really should probably test. I really should test the microphone muted instead of starting up every single time and just going right into it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final week of the final day, the final stream of the week. I'm busy tomorrow on Sunday, so I won't be here. As well, I figured I should show all of you something because I'm pretty sure most of you have never seen this. And I figured, you know what? The only time that you've ever seen this video is actually during a playthrough of Project Silverfish, which while that game is good, I don't think is the best way to show meme videos, and I think it's better for me to just show you it live as part of the experience because I need like a moment to like talk about what we're going to do today. But I don't even know if I can even talk while this is happening. By the way, I downloaded Xiao Hongshu. So I downloaded Xiao Hongshu, which is like the red notebook, the red note. It's like Chinese TikTok, but like a different version of it. It was interesting because I heard different remixes of the style of song, and I realized something. This is not a remix of a song. This is an AI that they've made to sing the song. So it's saying something. I don't know what it's saying, but the AI is saying something, and it's singing some kind of lyrics as it's playing the song. This is also probably, I think this might be the only copy of this video as well, because like the link that I got it from expired or it got deleted off of Reddit. So I was like, again, but between this and the baby, not the baby, and the K-pop Demon Hunter Baby Saga, I think I'm the only one who has copies of either of those, which is pretty funny if you think about what that means. This is the place to go when you're on your own memes. Today, we're going to be doing some interesting things. One, we're going to be playing some Guns the Duel, because the game is currently back out again. It's hard to explain what that is, but it's weird, but basically the game is now back alive, even though it never really died. I'll go over what that means in just a moment. Just know that it's a pretty wild ride, as far as I can tell from a player perspective, but maybe it's even crazier from an internal perspective. All I can say is this. What little I've checked out of the game, I'm excited about it. It seems like a real honest effort to try and take the game and make it a more modern version, which I think is going to be a good take within this time, but I'll get more into that once we get to it. Two, we're going to be doing some whatchamacallit, accountability circle stuff. So today is the check-in day for it. I moved the check-in from Saturdays to Fridays, which is probably better for us all, because the poll said so. Everyone voted on Friday. Well, most people voted on the Friday and Thursday. Thursday was a bit absurd, and I was like, I don't know if we can do Thursday. Thursday seems a little tough. So we're going to try that out. As well, I have an announcement. Every stream from now on is going to be much later within the day. Oh, wow, it actually finished. I was just kind of like mind blown at what that video was. Every stream from now on will probably happen a little bit later in the day. It's not because I can't wake up in time. It's because I'm simply too busy in the mornings now. So I'll probably go back to the old schedule of like 3 p.m., 4 p.m. my time, which is also good because that's technically when I would finish work anyway. So if anything, it's like, oh, now we're kind of prepping for that period of time where I might eventually go back to the office, which I probably will at some point, right? That's because that's ideally the goal, which means no more very early morning workday streams, unless because this isn't going to replace my salary, but also because I actually enjoy spending my mornings and having my mornings at a good time, compared to like what they were, compared to what they are currently, which is sort of like I do a little bit in the morning from like 8 till 11, and then I get to kind of do some things afterwards, but it's mostly like I don't really have time to really make use of the morning glow, if that makes sense. Whereas starting later gives me all that time to do the morning glow stuff, and then I can give you the very tired but still entertaining, hopefully, streams later in the afternoon, which I probably enjoy more. It's interesting because everybody in my life revolves around the nighttime, and I don't know why. Like it's you only notice this when you no longer revolve your life around the nighttime. Everybody lives like a vampire. Like the 9 to 5 forces you to do everything after 5 p.m. Night owls. Everybody is a night owl. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, everybody goes to work in the morning, and then when they're finished, everybody goes to the doctor afterwards. Everyone does groceries late at night. Everyone goes out to hang out late at night. Everyone goes to eat late at night. It's just such a strange cadence for the world that we say that vampires aren't real, and yet my coworker right beside me is like, yo, I was at the club until 3 a.m. It's like, buddy, you're a vampire. You're like, it's literally the scene from Blade. He's gonna cut you down. You have to watch out. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting things, but in general, I think it's just the way it has to be. So the streams will go back to night owl, which means actually what's funny is that we'll see more of the mod because she actually complained about this. She was like, "Why do you stream so early? I can't watch you." And I was like, "Okay, well, there's nothing I can do. Your coworker is violating the masquerade of vampires." Wait, is that why it's called Vampire the Masquerade? Wait, you're blowing my mind over here. It's called Vampire the Masquerade because they're putting on a masquerade to fool everyone else. Oh my god. I never actually bothered to dissect that game truly. Like, it's weird to think about this, but a lot of games, it's very easy to look at a game and go, haha, this is just a for fun game, right? It's very difficult to get into the mindset where you have the same level of care that you would apply to, say, a book or a movie. It's strange. It's like, I don't apply the same media literacy that I would do to, say, Lord of the Rings to something like a video game. Yeah, basically, LOL. Imagine making a bunch of rules masquerade where basically it's don't expose vampires are real. Keck W. I mean, it's funny, right? Because I watched a bit of the gameplay of the new one, and this isn't really spoilers because they show it within the trailer too. So, but maybe it's spoilers. But why are vampires allowed to become business owners? Because, like, if you're trying to hide the fact that vampires are real, right? I would expect you not to show up and then be like a business CEO person. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, that's the one thing about the story that I found funny is that they're trying really hard to pretend that they don't exist. Which, I mean, granted, that's probably a good thing to do. I think people would freak out if there were vampires. But then, for some reason, everybody's like, hey, you know what would be really cool? Yeah, if we owned a business. But not just any business. If we owned a conglomerate that basically dwarfed the economy of most smaller nations, and was also just in smack dab in the middle of a city, it's like, wait, why are we doing this? I will never not find that funny within the context of just the world that the game is trying to set up, because it's like, yeah, it makes sense that they would want to hide the vampire thing. I think most people would want to kill the vampires. Though I will say this. If I knew that vampires were real, I would ask one of them the safest vampire to bite me. Not because I don't want to be human, but because I think being a vampire and living forever is pretty cool. And even if I randomly one day die because my body fades away because my top vampire person died, like the person who bit me, because my host died, right? I would still be okay because I probably got like another 30, 40 years out of my life, let's say. Maybe 50 to 100. Like, I need to choose a vampire. Actually, that would be a sick plot line. Wait. Okay, new plot line. World where vampires are real, but the government knows about it. The vampires work as CEOs because it's easier to not appear in public because they might be too busy. That's true, but they could also be homeless. Like, they could just be rich and homeless and then still be just as invisible in a way, right? Like a you know what it is? They could just live in a bunker. Okay, two different plot lines here. Okay, well, one, I'm surprised that vampires don't have a human form. Two, hold on, where has Bill Gates been lately? I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm his thrall. I'm a Windows user. Imagine this as a plotline. Okay, a world where the government knows that vampires are real, and the government keeps one vampire locked up for basically all of eternity, and they use that vampire to churn everybody else into vampires. So they use the vampire to churn people into their vampire people to use them within say fights and stuff. I don't know, like secret missions. And it's like a secret that they're doing it because they have one of the only vampires, and then the whole storyline is the vampire is trying to free that one vampire. That'd be good. Wait. Maybe we should write this out. Maybe we should because it's if vampires can make thralls, but vampires want uppies. Thank you for appreciating my uppies line. Thank you. What was my line again? Gen Z socialites be like big uppies to your dummy mommy. I thought that was a great line because it's all the nuances of new language, but none of the sense. Okay, so again. Okay, so wait. Maybe I'll put this on the stories because that does sound cool. So you have I don't know, I'll just call this one vampires because vampires. Title TBD. Okay, and the story is that government knows about vampires. Vampires make thralls, but when vampire die, thrall die. So thrall Sad. They're all very strong. Not as strong as vampire, but way stronger than human. Than a human. And then we do, and then human kidnap one vampire, keep locked up, and force it to create thralls out of government employees, giving them powers. Government employees are employed to do all kinds of nasty things. Like, I don't know, like fraud. Like fraud. Hey kid, welcome to the agency. Before we let you do anything, before you can commit fraud, you need to get bit in the neck. What? Why? Well, why do I have to do this? You don't understand. It's important. When you become a thrall, you think 20 times faster. It's very important to committing fraud. Okay, other vampires know about this. Other vampires know about this and want to stop it and free the vampire and simply live in peace in a world that wants them dead. Call it Blade the Cycle. Call it Blade the Cycle. Please clap. Wow, you must be smarter. Also me. I'm stupid faster. That's the thing, right? People, so like, you know the movie, it was I think Limitless, where the guy takes a pill and then his brain becomes free, and then within the first day he has sex and then also learns how to speak Chinese. Some, like, whether it's Cantonese or Mandarin, I don't know, but he speaks one of those. I always found that funny because it's like, if you're already stupid, doesn't that mean you just think faster as a stupid person? Because it's like, stupid people are really good at thinking, right? But it, like, maybe it takes you, instead of 5 days to get to a conspiracy theory, it takes you like 1 second. So within a second you go, it's the aliens. I know why. It's like, well, what? Like, the effects are probably not what you expect from the little pill that frees your mind. Stupid people are really good at thinking, huh? As you can tell, I'm stupid. But on the other end, right? I think the ignorant people who are willing to try and balance things out, I think they'd be even better at doing Google searches. Like they'd be able to go through and then be like, oh, what am I thinking here? How am I thinking about this? Stuff like that, right? I think it'd be interesting to have that. Because then it's like, average person taking it. You would think they would not even have an inner monologue to think. You know what's crazy? Yeah, okay, so, I don't know, wait. What's the study again? Percentage of people who don't have inner voice. Yeah, okay, so, I mean, I don't know how true that business... Okay, well, let's go to The Guardian. Okay, well, let's go to The Guardian. Just saw a stat. Yo, what the... As for that, it comes from Herbert. The first is, okay, can I get a simple number that I can clickbait on stream, please? I want a simple number. Oh, okay. People have an inner voice roughly 25% of the time. Some people never have words going on, and a few people have words going on all the time. And a lot of people have words going on some of the time, which means, think about this, 20% of the time they have an inner voice, but some people just have no words at all. And that's crazy to me. Because it's exactly that. And I've always wondered how those people think. Not that I talk to myself. I mean, I do talk to myself. I think you have to talk to yourself to be able to go stream, right? And I think the people who don't talk to themselves wouldn't understand why somebody streams, because they don't talk to themselves. But how do the people who don't talk to themselves think on a daily basis? Because I go through that process. I even roleplay different roles. Like, I'll roleplay my friend in a conversation to, like, think like how I could have done it differently, only to end up at the same conclusion where I deride them and I say that I'm the smart one and they're stupid, right? So how do other people think without that inner voice? How do you come to the wrong conclusion every time if you don't have somebody telling you the wrong things? That's a mystery. That's a mystery, and we'll never truly know. Is my voice still off, by the way? Last night I joined a call with some friends just to watch them play games for like 5 minutes. And I was talking, and I sounded like this. And they were like, hey, why do you sound like you're in the clouds? And I was like, oh, sorry. I was playing with some things. Because they don't know that I stream. Like, those friends that tell me, those friends, they have no clue that I stream to some degree, and so it's like, oh, they just sort of don't know what's going on, and so sometimes I'll just come in and I'll have like a weird thing on, and I'll be like, oh, oops. Kermit gaping tells you what to do. That's true, right? If they have no voice, surely they must have an image in their mind. But I've also read a study before where it was like some people don't even have an image in their mind. Like there are fundamentally some people who can't even do like 3D transformations in their mind. Like imagine a cube in your mind and then rotate it, slowly spin it clockwise, slowly spin it clockwise. But look at the cube from the side, not from the top down. Most people can't do that. And then if you tell someone to like move the camera around, let's say, to move your view around the cube, most people can't make that happen, right? So somebody out there can't even see images in their mind, which means that they don't even have an image of what Kermit is gaping. You know what I mean? His gaping asshole. it's impossible for them to see. I want to meet those people and I want to have like a real conversation with them, and I want to be like, hey, how do you enjoy life? Because there's something funny about just like the idea that me and them are considered equals. It's just getting like worse and worse the more that I talk. The more problematic its conversation's becoming, the more words I'm saying. It's like, oh, you're going down the wrong path, please. Hello, Chad. Hello. Welcome. But yeah, today's gonna be a good day. We have to get started though, because again, I don't really have much time. Again, today, Guns the Duel, including the accountability circle. You draw so you can visualize a lot. You struggle with visualizing full color. You can apply color to important things, but not all in mind. You know, I like that. That's an interesting way of taking the drawing, because yeah, it's hard to capture that detail, and it's easier than my technique. My technique is I take melatonin to fall asleep to visualize things. My go-to for like thinking of things is I take melatonin, I fall asleep, and then when I'm in that like half asleep state, I'm like, oh, so this is what this is. And then I wake up and I'm like, that felt pretty good. It'd be easier for me to just learn how to draw compared to like I have no more melatonin, so I need to get more. Drugs is always the answer. Always. See, it's the mushrooms. They're psychedelics for a reason. Psychedelic means something, and it means that you're about to have a good time. But yeah, today's gonna be Guns the Duel. Today's the closed beta test. I couldn't find anything about not streaming it. I tried to find my best about anything that was good, that should have said like, oh, like there should be like no stream or something, but I couldn't find anything. There's a maintenance later today, and I don't really know what happens during this. It's only for 20 minutes, so we just sort of go in and then go out. But I'm excited to see how this goes, and I'm excited to see how the game plays. But I can tell you right now, it looks interesting, and it looks better than what it used to, and even the private servers. I mean, I'll talk about the private servers too from what I've seen, but there's a lot going on with this game, and I'm interested to see how this is going to go. We're going to do the accountability circle first, though, and then once we're done the accountability circle, again, tomorrow there will be no stream, and streams will now be moving towards the 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. my time, I think. I'm probably going to settle on like the 5 p.m. my time, because that's when I would usually finish work. So unless I get a place that starts at 8 a.m., but that seems like hell. So I'll figure out how that goes. But probably it's going to be like the 5 p.m. time. Just get ready for this potential role that I'm looking at. Potential. No clue yet if it works out or not. But I need to get used to that. So, and either way, I just want like that early time. Even if I don't get the job, I would rather have the early time for me, because you're about to see the accountability circle this time did not go too well for me. Do you like that rhyme? Can't wait to K-style again. I love RSI. What time zone am I in? The one my clock tells me. I mean, that's the thing, right? So like 5 p.m. EST. Let me go Discord. Is there like a time converter? Is there a time converter? I mean, I guess I could post it within the Discord. So it's like, I don't know. 5 p.m. EST. I would be starting at this time. And so I'm gonna post this blind, just like completely just there within the announcement channel. So like 5 p.m. EST. It's my time. And you can go look at the stream announcements channel on Discord, and it should tell you when that is in your time, because it should be localized to your time zone. For many of you, this is going to be your sleeping time. That's a problem, but on the weekends, so what I'm thinking is EST is yours. Oh, perfect. Okay, good. So some of you stay, some of you die. That's just the way it goes. And for most of us, it's probably better because it means you can like you might even be able to take part in various stream segments. However, weekends will still be the same time. So weekends will still be at 11 a.m. our time because I'm using weekends for things like the stream events. So things that we do together as a stream. Because it seems like everybody here except for the mod is free on weekends. And as much as I enjoy the mod's presence, it's her fault. she's not free on weekends. I can't help her. Okay, that's between her and her employer. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Anyways, let's move on to the accountability circle. And again, I'll start it off with some interesting content for you to watch. Can you just give me a moment to set up the content? Today's a very short stream. So again, I'm busy tomorrow and Sunday. I'm with my wife on Sunday. And tomorrow I'll just be busy. But today I have to clean up. But once I'm done cleaning up late at night, I'll be going back on guns. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining today on the Accountability Circle. Sorry that today is such a short stream. I kind of figured it was going to be like 3 hours, but 2 hours is also good. Is also good for me. I'll see you back on probably Tuesday. I'll probably come back Tuesday. I don't really know when. The time shift won't happen until January. But just be aware that time shift wise, I'm going to start streaming later once my job picks up again in January. So that's what's going to happen. And after Tuesday, it's Spooktober month. As in, we only play horror games for all of October. And October, I have a lot of time to play horror games. So if you want to see me play horror games, you can come back for that moment too. I have a very large list of horror games, both double, triple A, whatever the title is, quadruple A, I think it's called by Ubisoft, as well as indie games, mostly indie games now. Also, if you have Guns the Duel, if you somehow got access to it, and you're somebody that's like a regular in this chat, let me know. If you're new to this chat, fuck off. But if you're a regular, hey, swing on by, let me know what your account name is, and we'll play later. I'll be practicing some of the game by going into deathmatch instead of a training room. What the fuck? Like, why the fuck would you want to go into a training room to play the game? Like, just go into a lobby and play the game. It's deathmatch. Nothing, you can't hurt anybody in a deathmatch. Only yourself. I'm new here. I'm new in town. Since I'm ending late, is there anybody that I can actually raid? Because I usually never get the opportunity to, but today is a very, very early stop. Because I have to go and clean some stuff up. No. All right, well, bye, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great night. Afternoon. I don't know. Is it nighttime for you all?